So welcome to Quizzy Karting for this unboxing video. Today we've got the Mokadamo Kart Buddy right here in this box. Should be the FPS Pack Pro with the SP Connect and phone clamp with the race box, which you need to use the phone system with the Mokadamo Kart Buddy. So we're going to be unboxing this, seeing what it's like, and yeah, it's a nice small box, comes quite nicely packaged, and let's get going with this unboxing. So, certainly secure packaging right there. And what else have we got? So we've got a couple of leaflets, which tells you about the system, basically. Right, we've got our SP Connect Universal phone clamp right there. That is what we're going to be using to connect the phone onto the Kart Buddy. We've also got the anti-vibration module, which you'll need, especially when you're doing go-karting, because at the end of the day, it is vibrations on the track, and you don't want to be trying to look at a phone that is going, really, to be fair. And we've got our Mokadamo right here. So we can get rid of the box that is now gone and empty. So Mokadamo case, looks quite nice. You get this free with any order as well. So in total, the FPS Pack Pro, it costs £142 for the Kart Buddy. It costs £52 for the clamps and the connector. In total, with the race box, it's £355. But if you live in the UK, as this is coming from the EU, then you've got about £78 of custom fees to account for as well, costing a total of £433 in total. Is that worth it? We'll find out in later videos as we take this on the track. But first impressions, it looks very nice. The packaging was good and it looks all tidy. So we're going to see what we got. We'll go in the side packet first, and we've got a little bag. Don't know what that's for. We'll find out. We've got the Mokadamo Kart Buddy Quick Start Guide with a QR code to see what is on there. We've got the warranty, bits and pieces. We've got the quality check as well. This was checked on the 11th of December. What else we got? We got some stickers. Who doesn't like stickers? I thought I was a stick, mind the gap. This is obviously a helmet sticker as well, winning free zone. Nice to have stickers. Not going to stick it on my helmet, but maybe if I had a go-kart of my own, might stick them on there. But a very nice touch to have some free stickers. A few Mokadamo stickers as well, which is really, really nice. And that's all in there. Right, we're going to move on to what's in the bag. So, what is in the bag? Sweets! We got some Haribo. Wow. That was unexpected. Haribo sweets. Thank you so much, Mokadamo. The kids will enjoy that later. Right, what else we got? So, this is our race box. As we can see here, the race box is £159. Now you need this if you're going to be using your phone with the Kart Buddy. If you don't order this, then your phone will not work. But of course you can order the Kart Buddy just if you have the Alfonso, the AIM or the PZ Racing unit. You can buy them separately, of course. So we'll have a look at the race box in just a moment, put it all out to one side. And we've got a lot of packagings. So, we got a skin. That's the box, empty. It's a nice bag though. It's got the Mokadamo logo on as well, which is quite nice. So this is a skin that you can order from Mokadamo as well, which I assume you attach on as well. We've got the Speed Purple one. These are normally about £15. Just adds a little extra bit to your Kart Buddy. So we'll stick that on a little bit later. Let's put that over there. Right, we've got some packs here. Let's see what is in each of these. So, we've got some screws and bolts. That's going to be interesting for later on. We've got the strap and whatever that is. We've got the elastic bands. Let's take that off. And so this is the strap. This is what attaches the Kart Buddy to the steering wheel of the karts. So should be nice and simple. I'm pretty sure you just do it through that loop there and you pull it around there. But we'll show you it all on another video of how to connect it to the kart. So that's our strap. We'll put that there. That I guess is to the top of the thing. I got no idea what that's for. But we'll hook to one side. Some more screws. I'm not liking the screws. Especially what the website says is that it's a quick assembly in just 3 minutes without screws or rubber bands. So why are there screws? Interesting. Right, I'm assuming this is like an extender. I would assume so, extender for that. We'll find out. This could be for a thinner steering wheel, I would guess, at the top. No idea. But again, some more screws. Again, not sure how this is going to work, but we'll find out. An Allen key. Not good when it says without screws or rubber. Why do we need an Allen key? If we can assemble it in 3 minutes without screws. There's going to be some screwing. There's so many screws. I think we are going to be screwing. We're going to leave that to there. That is obviously the back of the Mokadamo. And would we guess that this goes onto here like that? That looks about right, doesn't it? But we're not going to stick that on because we have definitely got some screws to do. So that is the Mokadamo Kart Buddy system right there. Let's just have a look at our race box. Let's open this up. Of course, you can get the race box from other websites as well, but this is, of course, all from Mokadamo, where we got everything all in one go, just for ease of use. So we've got our race box there. We've got some attaching cable stickers there. We've got a charging cable there, USB, and we've got a couple of clips there. Don't know what these are for, but we will save these all for later with a quick start guide as well. So we'll stick all this back into there. And we'll move on to the instructions because I can't work it out. So, come back to me in a minute. Let me read the instructions and we'll carry on. We're back and we've had a look at the instructions and we're going to try and build this up in 3 minutes, like the website says. No screws, no rubber bands, just an Allen key. So, first thing to do on the instructions is we need to get the fixing strap through the slot. So by the looks of it, we need to take this bit out right here. I assume we just pull this out. And we should be able to push that out. There we go. See, we've got that out. A little bit fiddly, but we got there in the end. Now there is one side higher than the other, so that had to go onto that side. So we need to make sure that when we put this through here, like so, it's matching that. So that's the back, that goes there, that's going that way, and I assume which way round it go? That's showing that way. That's showing it should go through there. Ah, okay, first off, put this through here. That's the first part. Then that big side needs to be over to the right. We put this across, so while we're holding that. And then we can just bring this round and so this should now just pull into place, which it does. That's a good start. Okay. Right, step number 2, the formation hook. So this is depending on which type of steering wheel you have. I'm thinking for most of the karts that I use, we're going to be using the bigger one. So save this, because if you need to change this for smaller, thinner steering wheels, you will need to use this mount instead. But we're going to attach the bigger mount for now. So we've got 2 screws. Okay, so the instructions here say about a rubber pad needs to be attached to the inside of either of the brackets right here. But they're already in, so you can sort of ignore that instruction because they are already in the brackets. So that's quite useful. That saves us a bit of time. Now we need some screws, of which we are putting a screw through there and a screw through there. All the screws are the same size except for this one, which has got some little levery thing on it. We do only have 2 washers, so again, that doesn't maybe make a bit of sense. Okay. It doesn't state it in the instructions, but what you need to do is to connect the top clamp on like that, and then we need to screw these up. I think their website claimed to assemble in 3 minutes without screws or rubber bands is out the window. So we're just going to screw these on here like so. And this is guesswork here. It doesn't state this in the instructions of whether you need to connect this to that or that to that. Because that would make sense to attach onto a steering wheel. That would climb through there. Okay. Right, we're going on to the SP Connect. Right, so I have got the anti-vibration module and the universal phone clamp right here. So we're going to open these up. And we'll open up the SP Connect. That's everything in that box. We've got some screws and another Allen key. On the Mokadamo, it has got the little dimples in the middle there, that makes sense. And we can just simply rotate that round to attach that. And then we just need to screw this into there, I would assume. Using the Allen key provided, we will screw this in. Are we going in? Yes, we are going in. Typical man, doesn't know whether they've got it in or not. Why am I? Okay. That is not threaded, so that's not making any sense. Maybe that's for the square. Maybe this is for that. Ah. Okay. Okay, so that little square that we thought was to do with this, it is not. Hopefully you didn't do the same mistake with me and try and fit it onto this. It looks like it goes into this for the SP Connect connection. So that's nicely on. That is a good start. That is the SP Connect anti-vibration module now added to our Mokadamo. We don't need that screw, but keep hold of that just in case you want it for the future, of course. Box can go there. A bit of a cardboard there, and we've got a couple of adapter bits there. So, not sure what these are for, but we've got the SP Connect. Read the instructions. So adjust the phone, you literally pull this out, you adjust accordingly, tighten it up and push it back in, and that locks it into place. So that means it's not going to be going anywhere. So that is how you attach the phone when you come to it. So how does this attach on? It looks like we just simply attach it on by clipping it onto there. So we're going to just attach them onto there, line them up, and we should be able to twist. And that is now solidly locked on. Now to take it off, we untwist like that. Okay, a very simple system. On, twist. Right, so now we can attach the phone onto the Mokadamo, and as we rotate, then it is horizontal the way that we want. So that is absolutely perfect. So that is the SP Connect with the phone attachment, and that is actually really sturdy. That is not going anywhere, any vibrations. I will be confident in running that on a track, even without a phone case. And they've even thought about where the volume buttons are. They've got little notches here, so when you attach it to your phone, it's not going to be hitting all the volume buttons or locking your phone, as they are all raised above that. It's quite a good system by the looks of it. So well done, SP Connect. Right, so now we've done the SP Connect, what else do we need to do? We need to attach the race box. So of course, if you've got your own Alfano system, then you don't need the race box. So you don't need to do this part of the video, but of course we do. So we are going to be attaching this on to there. Now I would assume with the way that it's laid out, this would go on like that. All fits nicely in, quite nicely there. And this is asking for, we've just got a normal screw to go into here like so. And As I said, all the screws are the same size, so it doesn't matter which screw you get, apart from that one that goes on the back. And we attach this on. Okay, so we're nice and tightly on. Make sure that we've got this definitely tight. There we go. Okay, nice and tightly on. And then our race box simply attaches on with the clamp bit here. So by the looks of it, it goes this way round. We attach this on there. We'll put our rubber down, as we can see, and we just simply screw this on. This is useful so you can take the race box on and off the Kart Buddy to go and charge, but if it was me, I would probably just put the whole thing on charge without taking it off. It makes more sense. A little bit of a fiddly screw to get this on, but we're going to use the one that these provide. I probably would change it for a normal screw if I'm not going to be taking it off, but there we go. And we could tighten it up with a flathead screwdriver, but that is nice and safely on. There is our race box on top of the Mokadamo Kart Buddy. So it's now looking like we are getting there. I still think there's something missing. We've got some screws left over. This is from the SP Connect, and we still have got 4 screws and one of these. Okay, so if you've got lap timer dock, that's where these extra screws will come in, because obviously when you buy the lap timer dock, the Lap Timer Pack Pro, you will get a different adapter. So you probably wouldn't get a couple of these bits. You wouldn't get this bit on the top. You would actually get this part here, which is the Lap Timer Pack Pro, which is what obviously we don't have, because I do not have an Alfano, unfortunately. Unless Alfano wants to send me one. Much appreciated. But otherwise, I've got to stick with this. Can't afford it. Right, I think that is it. I still don't know what this is for. This is the formula hook with the thinner steering wheel. This obviously attaches on and you don't need to use the other part. If you're using the GT hook, which is the bigger one here, I assume you need to just screw this in just so that it gives it, make sure your arrows are facing up, which they are. It's slightly angled, so I think when the steering wheel comes down, it just gives it that extra bit of support in the middle. So yeah, that is what I think that part is for. I think it goes there. I think it just simply screws on. There's nothing on the other side to go. And I think we are done. Of course, we've got the skin that we can put on, which you need to put the skins on first. So I'm going to go back and undo all this stuff, put the skin back on and show you what it looks like with the skin on. So I'll be back in a minute. So we're back with the Mokadamo Kart Buddy. We put the skin on the Kart Buddy there and didn't realise as well, this is a Prime Edition, number 177 of 200. So Prime Edition, thank you very much for that. I don't know really what that means, but I assume it's like a special edition of the Kart Buddy. So yeah, looking good. Of course, we're going to be taking this out on the track in about a week's time or so, and we'll do another video of how to use the Mokadamo Kart Buddy with the phone system as well. But that is the unpacking video. That is everything, and yeah, thank you so much for watching. And of course, if you want one, go to mokadamo.com where you can go and get your own Kart Buddy. So, thank you very much for watching. Quizzy out. It is .com, isn't it? It is .com. That's good stuff.